"Pass the salad, Emily," Mom said, her voice full of cheer. I reached across the table and handed it to her, smiling. "Here you go, Mom." Emily took it silently, her fingers brushing mine for just a moment. I felt the warmth, but there was something odd in her eyes today, nervous, maybe distracted. I shook it off. "You're quiet tonight. Everything okay?" I asked. She forced a smile. "I'm fine. Just tired from work." I nodded, trying not to read too much into it. "You're always tired from work lately," Mom chimed in. "Emily, you must eat properly. Don't let work consume you." "I know, Mrs. Harper," she said politely, her tone flat. I frowned. That wasn't her usual warm response. Claire nudged me under the table. "Hey, watch it." She's different today, isn't she? I glanced at her, raising an eyebrow. Different how? She's, I don't know, off, like she's hiding something. I laughed softly. "You worry too much. Emily's fine." But even as I said it, a twinge of unease crawled in my chest. Dad poured some wine into my glass. "So how's the project going, son? Big presentation next week?" I shrugged. "Going well. I think the team is ready. Nervous, but ready." Emily's fork paused midair. She looked at me, then down at her plate. "You're going to do great." "I'm sure of it." Her words sounded hollow. I tried not to overthink it. "Thanks, Em. Means a lot." Claire leaned forward, whispering, "Seriously, I think something's wrong." "Look at her hands, they're shaking." I glanced subtly. My heart skipped. Her hands were trembling slightly as she adjusted her napkin. I wanted to ask, but something in me held back. I didn't want to ruin dinner with assumptions. Mom hummed happily, oblivious to the tension. "Emily, dear, you should tell us about your promotion news. Aren't you moving up at work?" Emily's smile was forced. "Oh, yes. I'm getting a small raise. Nothing big." Dad raised an eyebrow. "Small raise? You're one of the best there. Shouldn't it be bigger?" "I guess they didn't value me enough," she muttered, almost inaudibly. Then she quickly brightened. "But it's okay. I'm grateful." I studied her closely, my stomach twisting. That wasn't her usual confidence. "Emily," I started. She cut me off gently. "I'm fine, really. Let's just enjoy dinner." Claire shot me a worried look. She didn't need words to warn me. I nodded subtly. Whatever was wrong, Emily wasn't ready to tell anyone. I'd respect that. Conversation continued around the table, but my attention was half on her. Her laughter sounded a beat too late, her smiles slightly off. I tried teasing her lightly. "You've been plotting something, haven't you?" Emily chuckled nervously. "Me? Plotting? Not at all." I reached for her hand across the table. She let me hold it, but it felt slippery, distant. My heart sank slightly. I forced myself to focus on the good things. Her gentle voice when she complimented Mom's cooking. Her eyes bright when Dad talked about work. Maybe it was just stress. Maybe I was imagining things. Still, the small unease lingered like a shadow at the edge of a sunny day. I couldn't shake it, and neither could Claire, whose concerned glances kept flicking between us. Dinner ended with smiles, polite laughter, and a toast to family. I held Emily's hand as we clinked glasses, hoping the feeling in my gut was wrong. I wanted to believe our perfect life was still perfect, that the love we had was safe. But somewhere deep down, I sensed the first crack in the illusion, and I didn't yet know how wide it would grow. We had just sat down for dessert when Emily cleared her throat. I thought she was about to compliment Mom's pie or make some light comment. Instead, she leaned forward, voice steady but icy. "I think it's time everyone knows the truth," she said. I frowned. "What truth?" Her smile was tight, unnatural. "That you've been cheating on me." The words hit me like a fist. "What?" I laughed nervously, thinking it was a joke. "Emily, come on." "Don't say that here." Mom's fork froze midair. Dad's face went pale. Claire's eyes widened, staring at me like I'd suddenly confessed to murder. "I'm serious," Emily said, her tone sharp. "I can't keep pretending. I saw the messages, the late-night calls, the excuses, everything." I shook my head, my mind racing. "Emily, you're lying. You're making this up. I would never." "Don't interrupt me," she snapped. "I know what you did. I have proof. I even recorded your calls last week. You think I wouldn't find out?" I blinked, frozen. My heart pounded. "Recorded? That's insane. Emily, you're twisting everything. You're lying about me." Dad's voice trembled. "Son, is this true?" "Dad, no! It's not true." I pleaded, my voice rising. I wouldn't do that to her. Emily tilted her head, eyes narrowing. Wouldn't you? Or maybe you're just good at lying. Remember the lunch last Thursday? You said it was with the team, but you weren't even in the office. I opened my mouth, searching for words, but she cut me off. I even know about the text to Jessica. You thought I wouldn't see them, I froze. Jessica? That's work! I swear it's all professional. Oh, don't act so innocent, she said, leaning closer. I saw everything, and I can tell everyone here you've been planning this behind my back. Mom covered her mouth. Dad's hands shook as he gripped the table. Is this true? He whispered, his eyes darting between us. I leaned forward, desperate. Mom, Dad, I swear to you, none of this is true. Emily is lying. Please, believe me. Emily laughed, a cold, cruel sound. Do you expect anyone to believe you when I have all the evidence? You've been hiding your cheating and lies for months. I'm just finally exposing the truth, Claire gasped. Emily, stop. You can't just... She can. Emily snapped. I'm tired of pretending everything is fine. He doesn't deserve your trust or mine. I felt my chest tighten. Betrayal burned through me hotter than I thought possible. You're destroying us. You're destroying everything I've built. Why, Emily? Why lie like this? She shrugged like it was nothing. Maybe I just needed everyone to see who you really are. I am not that person, I shouted. You're twisting reality. I love you. Emily shook her head slowly, coldly. Love? Is that what you call your secret affairs? The room was silent except for our voices and the clinking of cutlery left untouched. I looked at my parents, faces full of hurt, confusion, disbelief. My stomach dropped. I couldn't tell who was more shocked, them or me. Part of me wanted to explode, to scream the truth and risk shattering the fragile decorum. But another part, the smaller, cautious part, told me to wait, to be smart. Show them proof when the time was right, not here. Not now. I drew a deep breath, voice low but firm. Emily, I will prove you're lying. I promise you. But we will do it calmly, with facts. Not like this, she smirked. Good luck, because I know no one will believe you over me. I stared at her, fury and heartbreak mixing into a tight, unrelenting knot. My mind raced. What should I do first? Confront her? Gather evidence? Protect my family from more lies? But even as I planned, the betrayal sank deeper, a venom I couldn't shake. Dinner was ruined. Our perfect illusion shattered, and I was left staring across the table at Emily, wondering if I had ever really known her. I closed my bedroom door and let the silence hit me like a wave. I paced once, twice, then sank onto the edge of my bed. Emily's words kept looping, cheating, recorded calls, texts to Jessica. My throat burned. I felt numb and furious in the same heartbeat. My phone buzzed. Alex's name on the screen? I answered before it finished ringing. Hey, I said, voice tight. Hey, you sound off. Everything okay? Alex asked, concern cutting through the line. Emily told my family I'm cheating, I blurted. At dinner. In front of everyone. There was a long pause. What, are you serious? Dead serious. I ran a hand over my face. She said she has recordings, texts, everything. Man, that's brutal. You okay? His voice was steady, grounding. No. I laughed, a dry, ugly sound. I'm not okay. I don't know if I should explode or be smart. Don't do anything stupid, Alex warned. You need proof. Calm down, collect facts. Play the long game. I can't just sit. My words came fast. She hijacked our lives tonight. Mom looked at me like I was a stranger. Dad, I stopped. The image of my father's eyes burned hot. Okay, Alex said softly. Breathe. Tell me everything. Start from the beginning. I told him the details, the polite dinner, her odd behavior, the accusation, the way she mentioned Jessica. Alex interrupted a few times with questions. Did she say when she recorded? Does she have dates? Who is Jessica? She said last week in some lunches. Jessica is someone from work, apparently. But I don't text like that. It's not me. I keep thinking of tiny moments that felt off. The way she checked my messages that one night, the argument about my supposed late meetings. I ignored them. I justified them. Don't beat yourself up, Alex said. People hide things. You didn't cause her to lie. I didn't cause her to lie. I repeated. I caused my own blindness. I let small doubts slide because I wanted peace. All right, Alex said, determined. So step 1, get calm. Step 2, gather proof. Step 3, expose her, but when the timing is right. Publicly, in front of those who matter. I want to humiliate her, I admitted quickly. I want everyone to feel what I felt. That won't help you long term, he replied. You'll feel good for a second, then empty. Make it smart. Make it clean. Get the voice note, the messages. If she recorded calls, show call logs. If she alleges texts, pull backups. How do I get access without looking desperate? I asked. Be normal. Ask to talk to her alone. Make her slip. Or find the phone when she leaves it, if you can legally access your own device. Or ask IT at work for message records if it's on company servers. Get witnesses. That's risky. I have to be careful. If I rush, I look guilty. Exactly. Alex's voice was firm. Patience. Anger is fuel, not a plan. We sat in silence on the phone for a beat. The anger inside me simmered, sharpened into focus. I want her to regret this, I said quietly. Then be smarter than her, Alex said. Use proof, not spectacle. Don't let her control the narrative. I'll start tonight, I said, feeling a strange calm settle in. I'll check messages, calls, backups. I'll back everything up. And Alex, yeah. If this ends badly, I'm not sure I can forgive myself for not fighting back. You won't have to, he said. I'll help. We get evidence, we expose her, and you get your life back. I hung up and stared at the dark ceiling. The plan felt small and precise, like a knife. My hands trembled, but my mind was cruelly clear. I would not be passive. I would not let her lie become my future. I started late. I was going through my phone again, the one I had almost stopped using after dinner. My thumb hovered over Emily's messages. That's when I noticed a small audio file, unnamed. I hesitated. Could this be? I tapped it, and her voice spilled out casual, laughing. But it wasn't meant for me. Yeah, I can't believe he's actually going to believe me. Poor thing. I'll make sure they all think he's a cheater. No one will question me. It'll be perfect, she said. I froze. My chest tightened. That was it. That was the proof I needed. Every doubt, every late-night worry, it all clicked. She had lied. She had planned this. I called Alex immediately. Alex, I found it. I have it. The voice note. Finally, he said, excitement clear. Play it for me. What does it say? I replayed it. She's planning to make everyone think I'm cheating. She's laughing about it like it's a joke. Alex whistled low. That's gold, man. Absolute gold. You can't ignore that. It's perfect evidence. I ran a hand over my face. I know. But what if I play it for everyone too soon? What if they think I'm desperate or paranoid? Then don't do it too soon, Alex advised. Timing is everything. You need the perfect moment. Everyone present, her in front of the family. Make them hear it from you. And record it too if possible. Backup. I nodded even though he couldn't see me. I've been imagining this scenario all evening. Dinner, Emily looking confident, then the note plays. Shock on her face, confusion everywhere else. I can almost feel it. Sounds like a plan, Alex said. But slow down. Think through logistics. Don't ruin it by acting impulsively. I leaned back, heart hammering. She's bold, Alex. She'll deny it instantly. I need a strategy. First, calm the family down, get their attention, then play the note without a word. Let her reactions speak for themselves. Exactly. Then let them ask questions. You answer truthfully. No yelling, no drama. Let her credibility crumble naturally. I bit my lip. I also need an exit plan if it backfires. What if someone believes her over me? What if Dad asks for proof of my side and I don't have it ready? Then prep everything now, Alex said. Gather messages, dates, anything that backs up your truth. The voice note is your weapon, but don't rely on emotion alone. Facts win arguments. I ran scenarios in my head. I imagined Emily smirking at the table, thinking she's won. Then the note plays, gasps, her face draining of color. Mom and Dad staring, mouths open. Claire grabbing my hand, eyes wide with relief. I could almost hear Alex's voice over the planning. Patience. Make it perfect. I laughed softly, a low, nervous sound. I didn't think I'd enjoy this so much. You shouldn't, Alex warned. Revenge is sweet, but don't let it poison you. You're exposing the truth, not just getting back at her. I nodded, taking a deep breath. I know, it's not just about her. It's about clearing my name, my life, my family. Good. That's the right mindset, he said. Now plan the dinner. Decide who sits where when you play it, and your calm delivery. You control the room. I hung up and stared at the phone again. The tiny file glimmered innocently on the screen, but inside it held a storm. I felt anticipation, excitement, and a flicker of fear. Fear that it might not work, that disbelief could shift the moment against me. But no, I would do this carefully. I would play it perfectly. Every lie Emily had told, every smile she had faked, all of it would be exposed. My hands clenched around the phone. For the first time since dinner, I felt power. I had the weapon. I had the plan. And I was ready. The voice note would change everything. I sent the invitations carefully, making sure Emily wouldn't suspect anything. Family dinner, I said in the message. Just a calm evening together. Inside, my mind raced. How would they react? Would she act normal? I couldn't risk anything slipping. Alex, I muttered into the phone. I need your advice again. Tonight's the night. Everyone will be here. I can't mess this up. Relax, Alex said. You've got the note. You've planned the seating. Just breathe and stick to the plan. I paced for a moment. I keep thinking about timing. If I play it too early, she'll recover. Too late, and someone might get suspicious. Middle of dinner, he suggested. Dessert or right after toast? Maximum attention, minimal distractions. The doorbell rang. Mom greeted Emily with her usual smile. Emily's face was calm, almost sweet. My stomach twisted. She smiled at me, saying, I'm glad we're doing this. Family time is important, I nodded, matching her tone. It is. I thought we could all use a relaxed evening. Dad approached, curious. So what's the occasion? Just catching up, I said casually, pouring wine. No pressure, no drama. Mom's eyes flicked toward Emily, then me. Well, that's nice. A peaceful dinner sounds good. Claire appeared in the kitchen doorway. I brought the salad, she said, setting it on the table. Her glance at me lingered. I nodded subtly, signaling her to watch for cues. The cousin, Jake, leaned forward from the table, smiling. So are we celebrating something? Not really, I replied, keeping my voice even. Just family together. Emily chimed in, her voice light. It's good to see everyone. Maybe we can forget the past for tonight? I forced a smile, nodding. That would be nice. But inside, my mind worked through every movement, every word. Timing, tone, reactions, everything had to be perfect. Aunt Linda, who loved to comment on everything, interjected. Everyone seems tense. Are we hiding something? I laughed softly. Not at all, Aunt Linda. Just enjoying the food and company. Emily's fork paused. See? Nothing to worry about, she said, tilting her head toward me. I felt a thrill in my chest. Good. She was confident, unsuspecting. Perfect. Wine? I asked, pouring for everyone. We can toast to family. Everyone lifted their glasses. Emily glanced at me, whispering, This feels like the old times, doesn't it? I smiled, heart racing. It does. I hope tonight brings clarity. The food was served. I made small talk with Jake, asking about work. Emily answered briefly, distracted. Her eyes flicked to me often, as if searching for reassurance. I kept my composure, planting subtle cues, glancing at my watch, arranging cutlery in a certain way. All of it built the stage. Claire nudged me under the table. You ready? She whispered. Almost, I murmured back. My pulse quickened. Every laugh, every question from family, every smile from Emily, everything was a setup. Mom hummed happily, unaware. Dad leaned back, curious but trusting. Aunt Linda tried to prod, then stopped, sensing something in the air. Emily laughed lightly. I'm glad we're doing this. Maybe we can move past everything. Yes, I said softly, looking around the table. Tonight is about clarity. About honesty. Her smile faltered slightly, just a fraction. My heart skipped. That was it. The moment was close. The stage was set. I could feel the tension coiling in the room, ready to snap. I leaned back, feigning casual interest in the conversation, all the while rehearsing my next move. Every word, every gesture, every glance was calculated. Tonight, the truth would surface. Tonight, the voice note would speak for me. And tonight, Emily would face the consequences of her lies. The first toast finished, and I felt the electricity in the room. One more step, and everything would change. I took a deep breath and stood from my seat, holding the phone in my hand. The room was calm, the chatter low, everyone focused on their plates, and Emily still smiling, naive, unsuspecting. Everyone, I said, voice steady, cutting through the murmurs. I have something I need to share. Mom looked up, curious. What is it, son? I cleared my throat. It's about something serious, something that affects all of us. Emily tilted her head, lips curling slightly. About what? She asked, voice sweet but cautious. I smiled faintly, pretending calm. About the accusations you made at last dinner. Her smile faltered, just a fraction. Accusations? Yes, Emily, I said, keeping my tone even. The ones about me supposedly cheating. I have proof that your claims are false, she laughed nervously. Oh, come on. I only said, I tapped my phone and hit play. Emily's voice filled the room, casual, confident, and dripping with malice. Yeah, I can't believe he's actually going to believe me. Poor thing. I'll make sure they all think he's a cheater. No one will question me. It'll be perfect. The room went silent instantly. Forks paused midair. Mom's eyes widened, hand flying to her mouth. Dad's face drained of color. Claire's jaw dropped. Emily's face turned pale, her lips trembling. That's not... I held up a finger, stopping her. Let it play, Emily, no interruptions. The recording repeated the last sentence louder this time. She gasped, stumbling over words. It's just, he made me do it. I didn't mean to... Dad slammed his hand on the table. Emily, what is this? Explain yourself right now. I wanted them to believe, she stammered, tears welling. I thought Mom's voice shook. Son, is this true? I shook my head slowly. No, Mom, it's not true. She fabricated everything. Claire grabbed my hand, squeezing tight. I knew something felt wrong. I'm so sorry you had to go through this. Aunt Linda leaned forward, eyes blazing. Emily, how could you? All this time lying to everyone? Emily's lips quivered. I thought it would be easier. Jake, my cousin, shook his head. That's cold, Emily. How could you manipulate your own family like this? I didn't mean to hurt anyone, she cried. You didn't mean to hurt anyone? I repeated, voice low, sharp. You accused me of the worst thing a person can do right in front of our family. You lied, plotted, and tried to ruin me. Emily's tears fell freely now, hands shaking. I love you. I didn't want to lose you. I thought this would protect me. Protect you? I barked, anger rising. Do you even hear yourself? You almost destroyed my family's trust in me. My parents, my sister, everyone. Dad's voice softened slightly. Son, thank you for showing us the truth. Mom reached over, placing her hand on mine. We're so sorry we doubted you. I didn't know she could do something so cruel. I exhaled slowly, my chest tight. The satisfaction was bitter, mixed with the sting of betrayal. Every lie, every fake smile from Emily, every doubt I had pushed aside, everything came flooding back. Aunt Linda huffed. I never trusted her completely, but I thought she was different. Jake shook his head. No one deserves this kind of manipulation. I'm glad you stood your ground. Emily's voice became quieter, pleading. Please, I can explain. I was scared. I didn't know what else to do. I shook my head, voice cold. The time for explanations is over. The truth has spoken. Actions have consequences, Emily. I hope you understand that now. Claire hugged me tight. You were brave. You stayed calm, and now everyone sees what really happened. I looked around the room. Faces of shock, anger, apology, and relief mixed together. My pulse was still high, but a strange calm settled over me. Vindication didn't erase the pain, but it was a start. Emily sat back, silent, finally realizing the full weight of her betrayal. My heart ached for what could have been, but there was no room for regret, not yet. Tonight, the truth had come out, and I had won the first battle. Emily sat at the table, head bowed, hands twisting in her lap. I'm sorry, she whispered, voice small, almost pleading. Mom shook her head. Sorry doesn't undo what you tried to do, Emily. Dad's jaw tightened. You've broken trust. Not just mine, but your fiancé's and the family's. Claire crossed her arms. How could you even think we'd believe you after tonight? I didn't know what else to do, Emily stammered, looking at me. Please give me another chance. I took a deep breath, keeping my tone calm. Emily, what you did doesn't get erased with an apology. You tried to ruin me, my family, everything I've worked for. That's not something I can forgive lightly. Jake, my cousin, leaned forward. Actions have consequences, Emily. Maybe this will teach you to think before you manipulate people. Aunt Linda huffed. It's shocking, honestly. I never expected such deceit. You need to reflect on your choices. Emily's lips trembled. I didn't mean... Intentions don't matter anymore, Dad said firmly. We've seen the truth. Now we have to live with it. Mom reached over and squeezed my hand. We're proud of you for staying calm. You handled this with strength, I nodded, voice steady. I had to. Losing control would have let her narrative take over again. I couldn't let that happen. Claire leaned closer. You were amazing tonight. I don't think anyone could have handled it better. I gave her a small smile, though my chest still felt heavy. I've learned that trust is fragile, Claire, and once broken, it's hard to rebuild. I have to protect myself and those I care about. Emily sniffled, voice barely audible. I'll try to fix things somehow, I shook my head. Some things can't be fixed, Emily. You need to understand that. Your choices have consequences, Alex called later that evening. So, how did it go? I exhaled, leaning back in my chair. It went as planned. The voice note exposed her lies. Family believes me. Emily's humiliation is complete but controlled. Good, Alex said. You kept your composure. That's important. Shows growth. Yeah, I admitted. I realized tonight that anger is temporary. Patience and strategy are what really win. Trusting my instincts mattered more than lashing out. Exactly, he replied. And you set boundaries. That's key. You're not just defending yourself, you're showing them who you are. I smiled faintly. It's bittersweet, though. The betrayal still hurts. But at least the truth is clear. I feel lighter somehow despite everything. Claire appeared behind me. I think tonight taught us all something, even me. Trust carefully, but also stand up when it matters. You've shown that, I nodded. I've learned that forgiveness is earned, not demanded. And protecting your own peace sometimes means facing harsh truths head on. Mom came into the room, carrying a small tray of tea. Son, you did the right thing. Don't let anyone make you doubt yourself again. I took the cup, letting the warmth settle in my hands. Thanks, Mom. I've realized that moving forward isn't about revenge anymore. It's about clarity, honesty, and strength. Dad smiled faintly. We're proud of you. More than you know. I glanced at Emily, still silent and humiliated at the other end of the room. A small part of me felt a pang of pity, but mostly, there was relief, closure, vindication, and the knowledge that I could endure betrayal without letting it break me. Alex's words echoed in my mind. Patience, strategy, composure. Tonight had tested all of that, and I had passed. I finally let myself lean back, sipping tea, feeling the tension release. The storm had passed. I was still standing, stronger than before. I sat by the window, the evening light soft on my face, and let my thoughts drift. It had been a week since the dinner, since the truth came out. The weight of betrayal was still there, but it was lighter now. Clarity had replaced confusion, and self-respect had taken root where doubt once lived. Claire knocked lightly and entered. Hey, thought I'd check on you, she said, setting a cup of tea beside me. I smiled faintly. Thanks, I needed a moment to think, to process everything. She sat down, glancing at me. I'm glad you handled it the way you did. Calm, smart, controlled. I've never seen you like that before. I had to, I admitted. Losing control wouldn't have helped. It would have just given her another angle to twist the story. Claire nodded slowly.
You've grown through this, I see it.
Even after everything, you're not bitter. You're stronger, I let a quiet laugh escape. I don't feel stronger in the way I thought I would. It's not about revenge anymore. It's about knowing who I am, what I stand for, and not letting anyone destroy that. Mom came in quietly, placing a hand on my shoulder. Son, we're proud of you. Seeing you handle this, it's a lesson for all of us too. About trust, about patience. Thanks, Mom, I said, letting the warmth sink in. I've realized trust is a gift, not a given. And that protecting my peace matters more than proving a point in anger. Claire smiled. So do you think you'll be okay? Moving forward? I think so, I said, gazing out at the darkening sky. I lost some illusions, sure. But I gained a lot more. Clarity, honesty, respect, and the knowledge that I can endure betrayal without losing myself. Jake popped his head in from the doorway, a faint grin on his face. Looks like you came out on top, bro. Everyone's noticed. Even a few cousins who were skeptical are impressed. You handled it perfectly, I chuckled softly. Impressed or relieved, maybe. But yeah, it feels good to know the family sees the truth now. Claire nudged me lightly. You've taught us all something too. About resilience, about holding your ground without being cruel. That's worth more than 1,000 victories. I shook my head, a quiet smile forming. I'm not sure I deserve credit. I just did what I had to do for myself, for the family, and for peace. Emily's downfall, it's clear. She can't twist the narrative anymore. Karma did its part without me needing to act cruelly. Mom sipped her tea, eyes soft. It's comforting, isn't it? Knowing justice didn't require bitterness. It is, I admitted. There's relief in that. And hope, too. Hope that moving forward means healthier boundaries, stronger relationships, and less room for lies. Claire leaned back, voice gentle. We'll rebuild trust slowly, together, and we'll remember this lesson. Honesty matters, no matter how uncomfortable it is. I nodded, heart lighter than it had been in weeks. I feel like I've finally found a balance. I can remember the pain without being trapped by it. I can forgive without forgetting, and I can protect myself while staying open to the people who matter. Aunt Linda passed by, giving me a small, approving nod. Jake followed with a grin, and even Mom's faint smile carried relief. The room felt lighter, freer, warmer. I looked at them all, feeling gratitude alongside the lingering ache of betrayal. It would fade with time. What remained was strength, clarity, and the quiet knowledge that I had endured. And I would continue moving forward, wiser, calmer, and ready for whatever came next.